Hi everyone, this is Miss Go again. Teacher hopes everyone is well and safe at home. So welcome everybody to my second online class. Today class is a bit special because we are going to learn grammar through a topic. So you have seen a world map in front of you. So today our topic is going to be about geography. It's a very interesting subject and also my favorite subject in university. Let's start! Before we begin, teacher would like to ask a question to everyone here. Do you like geography? Why or why not? Geography was one of my favorite subjects when I was in university. I like it because I got to learn a lot about the world. For example, I got to learn many famous human structures in the world. Next, I got to learn about natural phenomena. So, if you can see in the screen, you will see northern green light. Last, I got to learn about a lot of interesting animals that we don't get to see in our hot country, Malaysia. So I really enjoyed the subject, and I wonder if you feel the same or not. For our lesson today, we are going to cover the topic grammar, passive sentence, and we are going to learn about National Geographic Magazine. This is a very famous magazine that shows us the world. On the left side of the screen, you will see a sample of the magazine. Does it look familiar to you? Have you read this magazine before? Today's lesson objective is you need to be able to identify at least 6 passive phrases in a reading text about this magazine. Let's start. First, let's learn about passive sentence. Passive sentence is actually very simple grammar because you should have learned about it in BM. In BM, passive is passive, P-A-S-I-F. So, what exactly is passive sentence? Let's learn the first point together. Passive sentence focus on the object. Here, the object is the one that receives the action. We'll go over an example now. So here, Alex wrote the essay on Alzheimer. Normal sentence, we call them active sentence. We start with the person or the thing that does the action. We call them actions doer. So Alex does the action. Alex do what? Alex wrote is the verb. Alex wrote what? Action receiver is the essay. So that is a normal sentence that we usually use in our daily life. For passive sentence, we just simply bring the receiver of action to the front of the sentence and the action doer to the back of the sentence. So for passive sentence, the sentence will become the essay on Alzheimer's was written by Alex. Essay ditulis oleh Alex. So by in BM just mean oleh. You should have known how to spell oleh, but just to be clear, oleh, ditulis oleh. So it's very simple. But when do we use passive sentence? When the subject, action doer is unknown or not important. We often see passive sentence on the news. For example, a person in Subang Jaya was killed last night. Do you know who did the killing? So, therefore, we take out the action doer and use passive sentence only. Now, let's learn about how to make a passive sentence. I know this table might look very complicated to you, but don't worry. If you follow me carefully, you will understand it. So here, this side of the table, it's about the different tense that we use. Okay, let's take present simple as an example. This is the format for passive sentence, and this is a sentence example. Let's look at our first example. The bread is eaten by the girl. In BM, roti itu dimakan oleh gadis itu. So let's start with the first part of the sentence. First, we start with action, receiver, or the object. Then we follow by is and are. The bread here is singular or plural? Yes, it is singular, so is. We use is eaten. Eaten is the past participle. Still remember past participle? We learned that in present perfect video. So there are three forms for every verb. There is simple present, past tense, and past participle. So there is eat, past tense, ate, past participle, eaten. For passive sentence, we must use past participle. Now let's look at past tense because we often use it. We will, okay, if it's a past tense, the sentence will be like this. The bread was eaten by the girl. So we still have the action receiver, the object in front, followed by was or were, and past participle lastly is the action doer. So the bread is singular. Of course, we are going to use was eaten. It's still the same. Any form of the tense, we still use past participle. Let's go for present continuous. Present continuous, that means it happening now. The bread is being eaten. The only change is we just add the word being. Okay, so it might look hard at first, but once you follow it and look at every tense carefully, it will be very clear. Alright, teacher would like to remind everyone to remember the irregular verbs and the three forms that come with it. So remember, every verb has the three forms. The infinitive or the root word, kata asal. Second is the past simple. We use it for past tense. And the past participle, we use it for present perfect and passive sentence. Don't get confused between past simple and past participle. They are two different things. So I cannot stress enough. It is very important. So everyone, make sure you copy this and memorize it. Okay, let's do a short quiz. First question. Football is the most popular sport in the world, it by more than 20 million people. Dimain oleh. So which one is the correct answer? 5 seconds. Answer for this is B, is play, because it is singular, it is, and past participle for play, we just add ed. Okay, second question. Many students online lessons because school due to the COVID-19 pandemic. 5 seconds. The correct answer for this question is A. Many students, plural. Plural, we use are, given, right? Give, gave, given. Online lesson because school is singular. Cancel with an ed. Okay, never we use ing for passive sentence. No, never. Alright, let's move on. Now that we have learned about passive sentence, let's move on to our second topic, the history of National Geographic Magazine. So we will read a short text together. It will have many examples of passive sentence. So what you need to do is you need to stay focused, and if I explain any new words and the meaning, you should write down on a piece of paper or better in your book, and let's read a text together. In front of you are two magazine covers. Which one do you think is new? Which one is old? Okay, so of course this one is old and this one is new. So the old one is actually the first cover for the first magazine published in 1889. So it has over 100,000 history by now. So we are going to learn over these 100 years what has the National Geographic magazine done. Alright, so the first paragraph we are going to read together and you are going to spot or pick up any passive phrases. Let's start. Geography is the study of the earth and its people. It sounds exciting, but many students yawned. Yawned is menyuap. So I hope you are not yawning as you are learning this. Okay? Just hearing the word. They were forced to memorize the names of the cities, important river, or mountain, but were not shown how our world really looks like. Is it how you feel when you're learning geography? That you're feeling very bored, have to memorize a lot of things. So many students were like you as well. So here, which one do you think are passive? Okay, so let's see. The first and two passive are, let me highlight that, were forced, dipaksa. Okay, they were forced to memorize, dipaksa untuk mengingat, but weren't shown, tidak ditunjukkan bagaimana dunia kita kelihatan. Okay, so the second paragraph, you will be reading it on your own and you have to pick up two passive phrases. I'll give you 1 minute. Try to look for the keyword by. I give you a big hint. Okay, so let's see. Did you get it right? Here came National Geographic Magazines. The natural and human-made wonders of our world had been brought. Okay, the natural is alam semula jadi, and human-made wonders, keajaiban yang dibuat oleh manusia, dibawa, had been brought to life by fascinating, okay, the keyword oleh, fascinating reports and beautiful photographs. The National Geographic Society was formed, ditubuhkan in Washington in 1888 by a group of professionals, including geographers, explorers, teachers, and map makers. So that's the first two paragraphs. Moving on, we have come to our last two paragraphs of our text today. So if you're still watching this and you're still learning, good job for being so patient in our class today. So let's start reading our third paragraph. Here, there are actually 1, 2, and 3. Three passive phrases. Can you spot 3 of them? And for our last one, there are 2. So I'll give you about 1.5 minutes to read over this and underline or pick up any passive phrases. Alright, have you spotted any for our third paragraph? Let's see. Okay, so for the first one, the first National Geography was published. Diterbitkan. So the magazine was the Action Receiver. And then the next one, the first foreign language edition was the magazine was published. Again, it's the same. The magazine is printed and sold. Di-print dan dijual. Okay, let's do the last one. So just now you were seeing the TV program. So they have actually created a few more programs than just magazine to teach people all over the world geography. So here TV programs were created, dicipta and diwatch, ditonton in over 160 million homes. So TV program dicipta dan ditonton. TV program is the action receiver. So today we have learned about two things. One is grammar, passive sentence, and also we also learned about the topic of National Geographic Magazine. You would answer a few questions through a Google form. For homework, you will need to copy page with a star you see on the top left corner, top right actually. Note that includes note reading text. Then for homework, you would need to, this one actually you would already answer it, so you don't have to do this. And we already way past April 4, so just ignore the last two items. And I hope that you have a great lesson today. And if there's any questions, so feel free to ask me throughout the day. Alright, I'll see you next time and goodbye.